Yes lads, how you all doing? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today, boys and girls, I'm going to bring you guys the Leicester versus Southampton match preview. So the boys and girls, after Sunday's poor 3-2 defeat to West Ham United at the London Stadium where Jesse Lingard started dancing, 5 Leicester players went to a party. It just was not a good day at all. And after Southampton got battered by West Brom as well, 3-0 away from at the Hawthorns, the two sides come together this weekend at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-finals. Here we go then, boys and girls. It is FA Cup semi-final time and I am absolutely shitting it. Wembley awaits. It's Leicester versus Southampton in the FA Cup semi-final. Probably Leicester's biggest game in the last few years. So that being said, boys and girls, in today's video, I'm going to bring you guys the Leicester versus Southampton match preview. We'll go through your guys' score predictions, the Southampton side of things, my thoughts on the game, my predicted level, and also my score prediction for tomorrow's huge game in the FA Cup semi-finals, where the winner will be back to Wembley for the final in the FA Cup. But just before we get into all that, boys and girls, you guys going to enjoy today's video, let me know by dropping a big thumbs up. If you guys want to see Leicester get the win tomorrow, let me know by dropping a like. Up the city, come on. Also subscribe to see my face on your screen forward, now closing on 2,000 subscribers. Any help towards that will be massively appreciated. And as always, most importantly, let me know your thoughts, your score predictions for tomorrow's huge game in the comment section down below. But yeah, lads, I want to start waffling and let's get straight into the Leicester versus Southampton match preview. So then, getting straight into today's match preview, I'm going to hand it straight over to you guys. I obviously asked you guys to send in your score predictions for tomorrow's huge game, and it's fair to say we have got quite a few people who've sent in their score predictions. Yeah, I want to start waffling. I'm going to hand it straight over to you guys. I want to see what you guys are saying. So yeah, lads, take it away.
Josh, how are you, my man? Yeah, I'm going to go for Leicester. I've got to back my team, got to back the Foxes. I know we've been a little bit out of form. I know I've had some issues as well, partying issues. We all know about that. We won't go too deep into it, to be honest with you. I'm expecting James Maddison to return, though, and play. I'm going to go Leicester 2-1. Who knows what the starting lineup's going to be, but I don't know when you're playing this video, but I'm definitely going to go for Leicester 2-1 if the lineup is correct of what I picked on my Instagram. Go and check that one out. But big up, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on Josh's YouTube channel. Doing some big things. He's growing fast as well. Big up, my man. Hope you do well over there. If you don't know where I am, go and search me up at Lee_Chappy. I'll see you in a bit.
Hey mate, hope you're good. Massive game this Sunday. Dying to win the FA Cup. Let's go. Leicester 3, Southampton 1. Vardy to get back amongst the goals finally with 2. Let's go Maddison for the last one. Needs to go after what's happened this week. Come on, Leicester.
Right, Josh. Here to predict the Leicester and Southampton game. So, yeah, my prediction for that game will be 2-1 Leicester. I think Ian actually will score 2 and Walter-Prowse will score 1. Good luck, and I can't wait till your streams come back, you know, mate. In a bit, mate. Cheers.
So, I'm going to say 3-1 Leicester. I think it's going to be a good game for Leicester. I reckon Jamie Vardy's going to score 1 and Ian Atcher is going to score 2. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to Josh. Drop a like or else your team's going to get relegated this season. Goodbye.
So I'm going with a 2-0 Leicester win with Jamie Vardy and Nacho as a goal scorer.
Big game this weekend, Southampton, FA Cup semi-final. The way I see it, we can't let last week's performance have an effect on our team, and we all know what happened last week with the players. I don't need to mention it, but you know, if we don't let that affect us, I'm feeling confident. I hope we can get a good result, and I'm saying 2-1 to Leicester.
So yeah, for my Leicester vs Southampton prediction in the FA Cup semi-final, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Leicester win, and I think Jamie Vardy will get the double. He could get a hat-trick maybe, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, I think Leicester are going to win this, and I think they're going to go through to the final now.
Yes lads, it's Tubian Talks Footy here, and I'm here to give my quick prediction for Leicester versus the Saints Southampton FA Cup semi-final. You know what? I'm going for a 1-1 Leicester to win it in extra time. 2-1 Kelechi Iheanacho to get the winner.
My score predictions for the FA Cup semi-final against Southampton is going to be a 2-0 to Leicester. I'm going to say Kelechi Iheanacho to bag and a Johnny Evans from a corner. Come on the boys, subscribe to SPORTSA, top lad, cheers.
I'm going to go with a 2-0 to Leicester. I think Iheanacho to bang both goals in.
Hi everyone, my name is Kieran, and my prediction for the FA Cup semi-final between Leicester City and Southampton is a 2-0 win for Leicester City, and the goal scorers I've gone with are Jamie Vardy and Kelechi Iheanacho. Come on you Foxes, Foxes never quit.
Hey SPORTSA, thank you for letting me on your channel. Coming up to this big semi-final in the FA Cup, Leicester City vs Southampton, I'm going to go straight into my score predictions. I'm going to go 4-1 Leicester. 2 goals from Iheanacho, 1 from Tielemans and 1 from Vardy, and Che Adams to score Southampton's only goal.
Straight away, my predictions are Leicester City 2, Southampton 0. I am going to go for a really good game. And you know what? Good luck as well. So yeah, 2-0 to Leicester City. Up the city.
Hello guys, it's Ozzy here. So I'm going to give you my score predictions for the upcoming game against Southampton in the semi-final of the FA Cup this Sunday. I'm going 3-1 Leicester. I'm going Jamie Vardy, brace, Maddison. And then for Southampton, why not just give it Danny Ings? Let's go to the final. Come on, you Foxes.
There we go then, boys and girls. That is it then for your score predictions for the game. A big thanks to all you guys for coming on the channel. But it's now time to get straight into the Southampton side of things. And this week on the channel, I've got Dan from the channel of the Saints for you. Link to his channel will be in the description down below. He's going to call in today and bring you guys all updates around Southampton heading into the big FA Cup semi-final tomorrow. Big thanks to Dan for coming on. I'm going to hand over to him and he's going to bring me and you the Southampton side of things and heading into tomorrow's huge game.
It's Dan here from the Saints View, here to give you all a bit of insight on all things Saints ahead of our big game on Sunday against Leicester in the semi-final at Wembley. Really looking forward to it. The league run in the Premier League in 2021 for Saints has been nothing short of woeful. I think it's 11 defeats and 14, but for whatever reason we've been able to switch it on in the Cup. We've had 4 great wins, all with clean sheets going into this game. A little bit lucky with our draws, but we did play Arsenal, who were the holders, knocked them out. Played Wolves as well, another Premier League side. So it's been a good run for us, and I think we've got a good chance on Sunday. Obviously Leicester top side, one that have a lot of players that we need to deal with, and it will have to be a good performance from us, and hope that Leicester play badly as well if we are to get anything from the game and get ourselves to a final. But yeah, we haven't been to the FA Cup final since 2003. We did get to the FA Cup semi-final back in 2018, but that was a completely different situation where we were struggling against fighting relegation. We played Chelsea. It was actually a really dull game, a really dull day out, to be honest. But this is completely different. Obviously, we'd want fans to be there, but we've got a much better team than we did 3 years ago, and yeah, I think Saints might be able to do it. Obviously, that's me being optimistic. But thanks for having me. All the best, guys. And I'm going to go with 2-1 Saints. Take it easy.
Right then, lads, that is it then for the Southampton side of things heading into tomorrow's game. Like I said, a big thanks to Dan for coming on the channel today. Go subscribe to his channel. Link will be in the description down below. But yeah, lads, without further ado, let's get into speaking about the mighty Leicester City. So then, another semi-final this weekend for Leicester, and hopefully this time we do not bottle it. And fingers crossed, we can get into the final where, of course, we're probably going to take on Man City. I'm feeling this before the Chelsea-Man City game start, but obviously it is probably going to be Man City in the final. But you never know, boys. We beat it 5-2. Can we go and do it again? But of course, Ralph Hasenhüttl, Southampton light in weight of Leicester tomorrow at Wembley Stadium. The two sides are going to battle it out, and obviously it's not going to be an easy game at all. It's a semi-final. Anything can happen. It's one game, and it really depends which Leicester turn up. Because if we don't, we're going to lose, and we need to be careful of that because we're definitely not through at all. And this is going to be a very, very tough game against Southampton, who are going to be incredibly up for this huge game, just like Leicester in the semi-finals at Wembley. It's simply a massive game for both sides, and this could be the only chance for both sides to get in some type of silverware this season. Like I said, both teams are going to be incredibly up for this, and Leicester under high pressure situations don't really do too well. So hopefully tomorrow we can get over that and try and finally get into a final of some sort of competition. Southampton and Leicester have both done a great job to get to this point, but of course both sides are going to want to keep going and try and get into the final. See, Leicester have had some very difficult games in the FA Cup. So you beat United last time in that incredible quarter-final win. Southampton, yes, they've had probably a bit more of an easy run, but they are still yet to concede a goal so far in the FA Cup this season. So hopefully that can change tomorrow, because if it don't, we're going out, boys. But yeah, lads, Wembley awaits. Anything can happen. The nerves are already kicking in for me, and obviously it is a simply huge game for both sides, and it's really difficult to predict what happened because anything could happen tomorrow night at Wembley in London at 6:30, which, by the way, is a stupid kickoff time. But yeah, lads, moving on, let's go on to discuss the game then in a bit more detail. Of course, Leicester have already played Southampton so far this season. That resulted in a pretty comfortable 2-0 victory for Leicester in early January. I think, goals came from Barnes, and I can't remember who got the other one, but overall Leicester were quite good in that period. Southampton did struggle, and, you know, in this whole calendar year, Southampton have been pretty poor. Leicester, you know, have been a bit up and down. We have hit some good form now. We're on a bit of a rough patch, but tomorrow I reckon we could bounce back, and win tomorrow would be huge for Leicester going into the game. But overall, how I see the game going, I can imagine Southampton looking to sit back, to be honest, soaking up that pressure and look to hit Leicester on the counter. Obviously, Wembley is a big pitch, which probably suits Leicester just with our possession play, and I think Leicester can have quite a lot of the ball tomorrow. Southampton will look to hit us on the counter-attack with lots of Theo Walcott, Gineppo, Danny Ings going forward. Obviously, Leicester can also get on the counter-attack a bit more, but I think Brendan Rodgers will like to implement that style of more possession. It can be our game. We can try and dominate the game, and hopefully we can get that dominance and show that through. Hopefully, a comfortable win tomorrow. I think it really could be a cagey game tomorrow, especially in those first 10 to 15 minutes or so. I don't think we'll see that many chances, but I think Leicester will hopefully grow into the game, have a nice spell, and then Southampton will probably come into it, and it's going to be a mix of that throughout the game. It's just a matter of who takes that chance, because overall some Leicester fans are quite confident, but for me, I think this is going to be a pretty cagey and narrow type of game, and it's just going to come down to which sides can take those chances, and hopefully that can be Leicester, and hopefully we can head to the final in a few months' time at Wembley. But overall, it's very difficult to see how the game is going to really go. Both sides have been pretty inconsistent with form most recently, so it really could go even, and it really depends which Leicester and Southampton sides turn up, because if the Southampton team which turns up against West Brom plays the team which played against West Ham for Leicester, it's going to be close, but if it's the other way around, it really could go either way. So yeah, obviously lads, it is a very, very difficult game to predict, but I think it's going to be a cagey one. Both sides are going to be very nervous for the game, of course, as it's a big game for both clubs respectively. But yeah lads, that's it for my thoughts and heading into tomorrow's game. So yeah, let's move straight on to my predicted lineups. Yeah, this is the side I think Brendan Rodgers will go to start tomorrow against Southampton in a huge game at Wembley in the semi-final. So me, I think we are going to stick with the 5-3-2 formation. I think, you know, 5 at the back. Yes, it could be deemed slightly defensive, but if we can push the wing-backs up as much as we have in the games against teams like Sheffield United, Brighton, and even United in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, it did work. But yeah, starting goal then, of course, we go in with Kasper Schmeichel. Thought, you know, against West Ham, he wasn't that great, but obviously he's going to have a few off games here and there. But obviously Schmeichel in goal tomorrow, he's going to be key coming up against players like Danny Ings, etc. for Southampton, and Ward-Prowse. He's going to have to make some saves. So yeah, Schmeichel's going to be key tomorrow, of course, in goal. But yeah, Schmeichel in goal tomorrow, lads. Right, and moving into the back 5 then for tomorrow's game. So starting off in a 2 wing-back positions. Now this one has been quite difficult for me. Starting off with the right one there, I'm going to stick with Ricardo Pereira. I thought he looked very good in that West Ham game. He was quite unlucky not to score late on, but overall I thought Ricky looked good. He was very attacking in the game, and I think Ricardo is going to be key in this game against Southampton. Like I said, Wembley, it is a big pitch, and we have to exploit the space, and Ricardo Pereira can definitely do that. He's got pace and power, and obviously defensively his ability is very strong. So yeah, Ricardo will be the first wing back. The other wing back on the left hand side, I was split between Castagna and Albrighton and maybe Luke Thomas. I'm going to stick with Castagna. I think, you know, Albrighton did come on and did quite well, but I think Castagna probably offers out a bit more experience in these big games. Obviously, Albrighton's fairly experienced, but Castagna's a Belgian international. He's played in a lot more bigger games than this. So for me, I'm going to go with Castagna starting in that left wing back role, but obviously we could see Albrighton come on and maybe Thomas towards the end of the game. But yeah, that is it for my 2 wing backs. Moving into the 3 centre backs then, boys and girls. Yeah, starts off with a man in the middle of that back 3. It's going to be the key man for Leicester in Johnny Evans. Of course, this guy is very experienced. This guy's played a lot of semi-finals, a lot of big games at Wembley, and I think he's going to be very key for Leicester tomorrow. Hopefully holding that back 3 tomorrow, because obviously Johnny Evans is the key man. He's that experienced head in there. He is going to be key. So Johnny Evans being the first centre back. Next to him we'll be going with Wesley Fofana. Of course, this is probably his first time at Wembley. He's pretty young, pretty unexperienced, but I think Wesley Fofana is going to have a good game tomorrow, because, you know, he's got the abilities. Hopefully he can have a solid game. And the other centre back returning back to the lineup will be going with Kagla Suncu. Of course, he's returned back from COVID in Turkey, so hopefully Kagla's alright. Brendan Rodgers has said that he's fully fit going into the game, and he's looked good in training. So yeah, my back 3 then will be Evans in the middle, Suncu and Fofana being the other centre backs. So that will make up the back 5 of Ricardo, and Castagna being the wing backs in that as well. Right, and moving into the midfield 3, so starts off in that holding role, we'll be going with the key man, Wilfred Ndidi. For me, like I said, he's going to be key tomorrow, especially if Leicester are going to have a lot of the ball. He's going to be key on the ball, just for that ball retention and trying to break in the thirds and give the ball to players like Tielemans and maybe the man ahead of him who can make some impact. Yeah, and Ndidi in that CDM role. Moving ahead, just like I quickly mentioned, we're going with Youri Tielemans in that box-to-box role. I think Youri was probably one of the best players against West Ham. He looked quite good in there. And obviously, Youri this season has been very good. Scored in the last FA Cup game as well against Manchester United. This guy's confidence is going to be high. So yeah, Youri will be the centre mid in that box-to-box role, and just ahead of him we'll be going with James Maddison to return back to the line. Obviously, we had that whole COVID incident. We're not not COVID, the party thing, but yeah, we're going to try and move on to that. But yeah, so Maddison to come back into the line. He's got a point to prove, and he's got a big one to prove to me, because I'm still not happy with him. But yeah, I'm going to give Maddison to return back to the line, because for me it's an FA Cup semi-final. We need to feel the best team possible. So yeah, James Maddison to return back to the line, making up that final role in that cam role in the midfield 3. And finally then moving into the front two, the striker partnership. The first one is going to be Kelechi Iheanacho. Obviously this guy's form keeps getting better. Scored 2 against West Ham, probably our best player. Like I said, his confidence is going to be high. Scored in the last visit to Wembley against Tottenham as well. It will make sense. Iheanacho is going to bag a hat-trick. Let's head into the final. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I'm going to start dreaming. Iheanacho though will be alongside the main man, Jamie Vardy, who you know he's on a bit of a goal drought at the moment, but he's got a fresh trim. It's Wembley, the scene is set. If he scores, trust me, Vardy's going to have a good end to the season. So yeah, Vardy and Iheanacho being in the strike partnership, and I think they're definitely going to cause some serious problems to that Southampton defence. But guys, that is it then for my prediction. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Right, and finally moving on to my score prediction then for tomorrow's game. Like I've been saying, I think, you know, it's going to be a very cagey affair. Some Leicester fans and some of you guys have been predicting big Leicester wins, but for me, I'm going to go with a narrow 1-0 win to Leicester tomorrow. I'm going to be going with James Mallett to score and maybe do a goal celebration, which would be, you know, pretty interesting. But yeah, for me, I'm going to go with a 1-0 win tomorrow for Leicester. I think we'll just grab it. I know most of you guys are saying it in your score predictions, but you haven't. Let me know what you guys are saying in the comment section down below. Who's going to win? Are Southampton going to do it or Leicester going to do it? Just let me know what you guys are saying down below. So boys and girls, that is it then for today's video. Of course, in today's video, I bring you guys the blockbuster of a match preview. To be honest, of course, the Leicester versus Southampton match preview for tomorrow's huge game. If you guys have enjoyed it, let me know by dropping a like, subscribe as well to the channel if you guys haven't already. And like I've been saying, just let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, boys and girls. But yeah, the nerves are kicking on. Massive game tomorrow against Southampton. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, I've been SPORTSA, and I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next video. Peace, guys.